Hello everyone and welcome back to the machine learning module 2 session. So again we will continue with the decision tree learning algorithms. So in decision tree learning algorithms, in the last session we have discussed up to what are the different algorithms which will be used for decision tree learning. So there you have two algorithms, one is CART and another one is ID3. CART is classification and regression tree. Then ID3 is iterative dichotomizer tree. So for ID3 we need to compute the entropy function and information gain. So these are the two important values or two inputs which are required for ID3 algorithm. Now before going in exactly into the ID3 algorithm, we will check with what is entropy, right? Entropy means, entropy is nothing but the impurity, right? Entropy is nothing but the impurity. What is impurity then? Say for example you have a fruit basket. So in a fruit basket, you have 4 apples. So when you have 4 apples in a fruit basket and in another basket, you will be keeping the labels, right? So you will be keeping labels in another basket. So in a fruit basket there will be 4 apples and in another basket there will be 4 labels. All the labels are labeled with the name apples. So it will be apple. So if you take one apple out and if you take one label, right, which is written as apple, then the probability of matching one fruit and one label will be same. That is, an apple will match with the label apple, right? So the fruit will match with the exact label apple. Now if you say like in the basket you have one apple, again one say you got something like banana you have and a bunch of grapes you have, right, and then you got orange, right, and so on. Then in another basket you have a label of grapes, a label for apple and a label for orange, etc. Now if you choose any one of the fruit from the basket randomly, say you are choosing here grapes. Now probability of picking up a label from the other basket is what? Or else which label you will be picking up and you will be mapping with the same fruit. So for the bunch of grapes you will be picking up a label, right? It might be grape or it might not be grapes, or it will be something like orange, right? If that label is orange and you have taken a fruit from the basket is grapes and you have taken the label from the label basket is orange, so that is a mismatch. That means that is called as impurity. So when you are matching with the fruit and the label which does not match it, right, it will not be matching, that is called as impurity. Here we will assess that all the fruits which are present in the basket are apples and all the labels which are in the other basket is labeled with the name apple. So the probability of getting the fruit and the label for the fruit apple and the label apple is always 1, and here it might be 1 or 0. In other words, you know the famous example like on a compound wall in a chicken hen will be there which is ready to lay an egg, right? Now probability of that egg will fall onto the right side of the wall, compound wall, or on the left hand side of the compound wall. That is what is called as probability, right? Whether it will fall on the fall towards right side or whether that egg will fall towards the left side of the wall. So whether this way or that way, right, that is called as probability. Now in terms of entropy, if you are checking with what is entropy, then it is like the measurement of impurity. So what is impurity? Impurity is picking up a particular fruit from a basket and mapping the label for that particular fruit by taking or selecting the label. That means nothing but labeling means classification. We have discussed classification in previous session. So labeling is nothing but the classification. You are making a class, this as grape, or this one as fruit apple, or this fruit as orange, and so on. So that is nothing but entropy. So now the whatever the value fruit and label you will be picking, so the value will be always lies in between 0 and 1. So the value will be lying between the range 0 and 1. So probability of picking the apple from the basket 1 and picking the label from another basket will be always 1. So here probability of picking a fruit from this basket and label from this basket might be 0 or 0.5 or 1. That means yes or no, right? Whether grapes is matched with the label grapes, or grapes and label is orange. Here apple and label is grapes. So that becomes no. Apple and label is apple. That becomes yes. So yes or no will be always 0 and 1. If you have equal number of yes or no, then the probability lies at 0.5. If you have equal number of yes or no, then the probability will be lying at 0.5. That is nothing but entropy. That is the graphical representation shown here on the screen here now, right? Next, the idea of implementing this ID3 algorithm by computing entropy function and information gain is to decide which should be the root node. So which should be the root node for the given data set. For a given data set, you need to select the attributes, or we call it as selection of attributes. So in the earlier example, what we have quoted is like salary is offered as 10,000 for a job, and whether it will be accepted or rejected for the salary of 10,000 rupees. So if it is near to home, that person will be accepting the job. Even though if it is near to home and cab facility is provided or not, that you will be checking. So that person will check for the provision for cab facility. So if they provide cab facility, then it will be accepted or not. So now cab facility or near to home or salary is 10,000, which will be the root node? That is what it has to be decided. That means I have quoted the same example in the previous session. Out of 10 or 11 members in a team, say 11 members are there in a cricket team, so who will be leading the team? That means who will be the captain of a cricket team? Or 11 members will be there in a football team, like who will be the captain of that particular team? Now you need to select that captain, right, based on the analysis of his performance, his leadership skills, and so on. So what are those leadership skills that must be present in a captain or leader? That is the criteria for selection of attribute. That will become the root node. That means captain will become the root node. He will be giving you the instruction how to move, or how to go in the play, right? So who will be going for batting first, batting second, batting 3, batting 4, different order of batting numbers, and so on, right? Who now fast bowler has to do the bowling, or spinner has to do the bowling, etc., and so on, where fielder has to stand, and these are the movements which will be instructed from the captain. Now to choose the captain, now you need to make him as a root node. You need to go for selection of attributes. So those attributes are defined as something like the root node. Again we have discussed earlier, like root node, node, leaves, and all branches will be there, and you will be ending at the end point, or you call it as leaf node. Now attribute 1, attribute 2, attribute 3, and so on. There will be so many number of attributes. So consider the example of this playing tennis. So when we consider the example of playing tennis, so in this, here you have outlook, temperature, and humidity, wind, right, or you call it as windy. Then playing tennis, that is yes or no. So playing tennis is yes or no. So there are 14 different parameters which are representing the attributes: outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, and playing tennis. So what are those parameters? For Outlook there are three parameters. One is sunny, overcast and rainy. So sunny, overcast and rainy are the parameters which are representing the attribute Outlook. Similarly, for temperature, hot, mild and cool. Hot, mild and cool are the three parameters which are representing the attribute temperature. Next, similarly for humidity, high and normal. High or normal are the two parameters. Then for windy, weak, strong. Weak or strong. Then based on that you will classify or you will label it as whether on a particular day you can go for playing tennis or not. So that means if it is sunny, hot, high and weak with respect to outlook, temperature, humidity and windy, then you will say no. No means on that particular day a person cannot go for playing tennis. Right. If you consider the overcast. So overcast for the outlook, even though temperature is hot and humidity is high and windy has got parameter weak, then the classification or the labeling is yes. So yes means what? Yes means a person can go and play the tennis. So playing tennis will be yes on that particular day. Now at the bottom we have shown like you need to make a decision tree for these predicates whether tennis will be played on that day or not. That means on a particular day where tennis can be played or not. So you need to make a decision tree that predicts whether tennis will be played on the day. So for the given data set, right, of 14 rows and outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, right, 4 different attributes with so many parameters, whether you need to classify it as yes or no for playing the tennis. So you need to what we are supposed to do is we need to we need to design the decision tree using the algorithm ID3. Now the first step is we need to create a root node. So how to for creation of a root node, how to choose a root node. So the attribute that best classifies the training data uses this attribute. So that root will be the root node of the tree. Now how to choose that root has got the best attribute. So for that we are going for ID3 algorithm. So algorithm begins there. Again I am repeating those steps. The algorithm, like you need to compute the entropy for the data set, that is entropy of S for the given data set S, and then you need to calculate the features or the attributes, right, for the feature or attributes. You need to calculate the entropy for all other values of the entropy of the attributes. Then you need to calculate the average information entropy for the current attributes, and also you need to calculate the gain information or information gain. So gain for the current attributes. So the highest gain attribute, right, so the highest value gain attribute will be selected as the root node, and it will be repeated until or it will be stopped till all the attributes are exhausted. So it will be stopped at exhaust of all the attributes. That means once you have computed the algorithm for all the attributes, then it will be stopped. Now this is the formula for entropy. So what is entropy? I have told like it lies between 0 and 1. So for given set of data or the given collections of training example yes, so which contains positive and negative examples some of the target concept, the entropy S is relative to this Boolean classification. That is, entropy S will be minus of the probability, or you call it as proportion of the positive examples p plus with log to the base 2 minus again the probability or the proportion of the negative examples of p minus of log base 2. Now you need to calculate or compute entropy and information gain. So first thing is entropy. Entropy is the amount of uncertainty in the data set. So uncertainty means impurity in the data set. So for that you have entropy is the summation of the probability of I into again the probability of phi for the log base 2. That is what is the generalization or summation. But when it is elaborated, you have the formula like entropy will be is equal to the probability or proportion of p plus n. So p is nothing but positive examples, n is nothing but negative examples. P is yes with respect to the data set of playing tennis, p means yes, n means no. So totally out of 14 rows, how many number of p's or yes are present? Out of 14 rows, how many number of n or negative examples are present? That is what we need to check for. So minus p by p plus n log, then into p by p plus n for base 2, then minus n is negative examples, n by p plus n, that is total number of p plus n, into log 2 mean log base 2, then n by p plus n. So now we need to calculate the average information, that is entropy. After calculating entropy, we need to calculate the average information. So average information will be calculated using the formula information of attribute. So average attribute information is the summation of pi plus ni by p plus n with the attributes entropy A. Now you need to compute the information gain. So information gain calculation is done in this way, like gain will be the difference between the entropy and entropy which is before and after splitting the data set to the attribute A. That means gain will be entropy S minus information attribute A. Now again consider the same data set of playing tennis. So here you can see that for 14 different values which are there, or else you say the predictions which are there as yes and no and so on. So positive predictions are 9 and negative predictions are 5. Totally there are 14 predictions for all the attributes with respect to 14 predictions. Now how to implement the decision tree learning algorithm? So we need to implement the ID3 algorithm step by step. In step 1, we need to calculate the entropy for entire data set, right? You can check in the previous slide. So if you go to previous slide, so this is the data set. So in this data set, you have, this is the data set. In this data set, you have outlook, temperature, humidity, windy are the attributes. So for all these attributes, you have sunny, overcast, then rainy, again mild, cool and hot, then high or normal and weak or strong. These are the parameters which are present for the respective attributes. For all these attributes, how many number of sunny are there, how many number of rainy attributes are there for outlook, and how many number of overcast parameters are there for outlook, and again how many number of cool and how many number of mild parameters are there for temperature. Similarly for humidity, how many number of normal and high parameters are there, and for windy how many number of weak and strong parameters are there, and that is what you need to check. Then appropriately what are the predictions? Predictions are like yes or no, positive and negative, positive or negative. So now what we are supposed to do means we need to compute the values there. So totally how many number of positive values are there, how many number of yes, 9 positive values or 9 yeses are present, and 5 negative values. N means negative. So n will be is equal to 5. So if you apply those values there, or else if you substitute those values in the entropy formula, so this is what we will get, like minus 9 by 9 plus 5 log base 2 again multiplied by 9 by 9 plus 5 minus 5 plus 9 plus 5 log base 2 multiplied by 5 by 9 plus 5. So then it will come to minus 9 by 14 log 2 into 9 by 14 minus 5 by 14 log 2 5 by into multiplication by 5 by 14. So when you use the calculator using the log function in your calculator and compute the value, then you will get this final value as 0.940. So 0.940 is the entropy value for the entire data set. For the entire data set, this is the entropy value, that is 0.940, or you call it as 0.940. Next, in step 2, you need to calculate the entropy for each attribute. So entropy for each attribute means in the outlook you need to calculate it for sunny, rainy and overcast. Again, next in the temperature you need to calculate it for mild, cool and hot, right, and so on. So in the second step we will be calculating the entropy for each attribute for outlook, that is the calculate the entropy for each value of sunny, rainy and overcast. So on the left hand side you have outlook, on the right hand side of the table you have playing tennis. For outlook is sunny, yes or no. Again for outlook is rainy, yes or no. For outlook is overcast, yes or no. So for the outlook of sunny you have three negative values and 2 positive values. For the outlook of rainy you have 2 negative values and 3 positive values. Whereas now for the outlook of overcast you have 0 negative values and 4 positive values. So I repeat, so for outlook of sunny you have positive values 2 and negative values 3. For the outlook of rainy you have 3 positive values and 2 negative values. For the outlook of overcast you have 4 positive values and 0 negative values. Now you need to calculate for sunny, rainy and overcast. Now you need to calculate it. We will be calculating the outlook value for sunny. So it will be like sunny will be again the same formula you need to use, that is entropy of minus P by P plus N log base to P by P plus N minus N by P plus N log base to N by P plus N. Substitute the same values. The values of sunny are what? Positive values are 2 and negative values are 3. So if you substitute those values for sunny, then you will get it as 0.971. Okay, I hope you have understood for sunny. So if you substitute the positive and negative values for the entropy function for sunny, right, 2 is the positive value and 3 is the negative value. So P is 2 and N is 3. If you substitute that value and using your calculator find out the log of it, and you will get the entropy of outlook sunny is 0.971. Now similarly you have in the table for the outlook overcast and the outlook rainy, right. For the outlook overcast it is all the positive values are 4 and there are no negative values. So you will be computing only the positive values. So 4 by 4 log to the base 2 it is 1, right, because 4 by 4 plus 0, that means 4 by 4 will be 1 and rest of the things will be substituted as 0. So when you use again your calculator and find out the log of 1, that is minus 1 and 1, then you will be getting it as 0. So the outlook entropy value will be 0. And again for the similarly if you substitute the value for outlook value rainy, then you will end up with getting the value 0.971. So for the outlook value sunny you have 0.971, for the outlook value of overcast you have 0, and for the outlook value of rainy is 0.971. Okay, we need to calculate the average entropy information now. So now how to calculate the average entropy, average information for that entropy. So now if you cross check with the formula, now like you need to calculate the average information for the entropy means you need to add sunny, overcast and rainy. The entropy value of sunny and the entropy value of rainy and the entropy value of overcast. All these three values must be calculated along with the positive and negative values. So this is the formula for calculating the average information entropy for the outlook, that is P of sunny plus N of sunny by P plus N, positive values of sunny plus negative values of sunny by P plus N, that is the total positive and negative values of the data set. The total positive and negative values of the data set is 9 plus 5, that is 14. only for sunny positive and negative values are 3 and 2, right? Those things you need to substitute there. That means similarly you need to compute it for rainy and overcast. So if you substitute those values, then you will get the average information entropy for outlook as 0.693. So 0.693 is the average information entropy of the outlook. Next, you need to calculate the gain information of that but current attribute. Current attribute, the outlook what you have calculated earlier, the average information value. For that you need to compute the gain information. The formula for gain information is the entropy of the data set S minus the current attribute, that is information of the current attribute, or the average information of the current attribute, that is the current attribute is outlook. So the total the total data set, the entropy of the total data set, that what we have got is 0.940. 0.940 minus the outlook average information is 0.693. So 0.940 minus 0.693 is 0.247. So 0.247 becomes the gain value of the current attribute. Similarly, you need to find out the gain value of all the attributes. All the attributes means outlook, for temperature, for humidity and for windy. To find out the temperature, humidity and windy, similar to outlook, sunny, rainy and overcast, now you need to check it for hot, mild and cool with respect to temperature. So now you need to calculate the entropy function for temperature. Now calculate the entropy for temperature. Temperature has got 3 parameters, right? Hot, mild and cold. For hot, you got how many number of positive and how many number of negative examples. As shown in the table, you have 2p and 2n. So for mild, you have 4 positive values and 2 negative values. For cold, mild, you have 4 positive values and 2 negative values. For cold, you have 3 positive values and 1 negative values. So now using this table value of p and n, again you apply the entropy formula, right? So when you substitute the values in that entropy formula, then you will get 1 for the attribute hot. Say for that entropy function temperature, that attribute at temperature hot, you will get it as 1 because you are substituting the value like minus 2 by 4 log base to 2 by 4 minus 2 by 4 log base to 2 by 4. So after the computation you will get it as 0.5 plus 0.5, that becomes entropy value 1. For similarly, if you substitute the values for mild, then after substituting the values for mild, you will get the entropy value as 0.923. Next, you need to substitute the similar table values of positive and negative values 3 and 1 for the attribute cool. So then the entropy value will be 0.811. Now you need to calculate the entropy for temperature, right? So you need to calculate the entropy for temperature. So what are the parameters there for temperature? That is you have it for hot and mild. So for hot you have 1 and for mild it is 9.923. Next for cool it is 0.811. Next you need to calculate the average information entropy. Now similar to outlook, what we have calculated the average information entropy, that is 0.693 for outlook. Similarly we need to calculate the average information entropy for temperature. Temperature has got hot, mild and cool. So you need to compute it for hot, mild and cool. In the same fashion what we have computed for outlook, we need to substitute the values for hot, like positive values of hot and negative values of hot parameter by total number of predictions what we have done, that is positive and negative for the entire data set. P plus n will be 9 plus 5, that is 14. So similarly you need to compute it for mild and cool. So hot plus mild plus cool, that will become if you substitute the values, that will come to a value 0.913. So the average information entropy value of temperature will be 0.913. Next step is we need to calculate the gain value for that current attribute. So again the same formula we need to apply, entropy of S minus the information or the average information gain what we have obtained for temperature, that is 0.940 minus 0.913, it will be 0.027. So gain current attribute value for temperature is 0.027. Next, similarly we need to find out the entropy value for humidity. As good as outlook and temperature, we need to find out the entropy for humidity. So that is for high and normal, whether it is high or normal. So how many number of high yeses and nos are present, and for how many number of normal yes and nos are present. So for humidity high, 3 positive values are present and 4 negative values are present here, and for humidity normal 6 positive values are present and 1 negative value is present here. Again apply the same entropy formula, find out the humidity high, you substitute those positive and negative values, right, then you will get it as 0.985. Similarly for normal, you substitute those values 6 and 1, so then you will be getting the value 0.591. Next you need to find out the average information entropy, similar to the temperature and outlook what we have found out earlier. So it will be same formula, and similarly you need to substitute the values of humidity high and humidity normal, then the average information entropy for humidity will be 0.788. And next again similarly we need to calculate the gain for current attribute. So gain for the humidity is again applying the same formula and substituting the values what we have got, 0.940 and 0.788 will be resulting in the gain value of the current attribute humidity will be 0.152. And another last attribute is windy. So for windy also similarly we need to calculate the entropy function for strong and weak. So for strong or weak, how many number of positive and negative values are there? Strong 3 and 3, for weak 6 and 2, 6 positive values and 2 negative values. So again compute the same formula, compute the values there by substituting the values. If you compute the values, then you will get it, you will get the value 1 for strong. When wind is strong you will get the entropy value 1, and when wind is weak, so the entropy value will be 0.811. Now similarly we need to calculate the average information entropy what we have calculated for outlook, temperature and humidity. Again you substitute the same formula value and substitute the values for the same formula, and for strong and weak it will be like 3 plus 3 and 6 plus 2 positive values. So you will be getting the average information entropy value will be 0.892 for windy. Now again the last step is we need to calculate the gain for the current attribute, that is current attribute is windy. So the same formula will be applied here, entropy minus the information of the attribute, that is entropy is 0.940 and 0.892, that results in the gain value of the current attribute windy will be 0.048. Now you tabulate all those values. So all those values means the gain average information what we have obtained for all those attributes, right. So the gain attribute values, the gain average information attribute values what we have obtained for all those attributes, that is outlook, temperature, humidity and windy, that is respectively for outlook it is 0.247, for temperature it is 0.027, for humidity it is 0.152, and again for windy it is 0.048. Now out of this table we need to pick the highest gain value, the attribute with the highest gain value, that will become the root node. So the outlook is having the highest value 0.247, that 0.247. So outlook will become the root node. So now you can start with your decision tree by picking up or selecting the attribute outlook as the best attribute which has got the highest gain value 0.247, that will become the root node. So you will write outlook as the root node. So after writing outlook as root node, you have another attributes to be decided from the decision tree of the root node. So that is from the outlook. What are the parameters for outlook? Sunny, overcast and rainy. So what is sunny, what is overcast and what is rainy? So again we need to split from the outlook, and further splitting is necessary or not, we need to cross check. So again here for outlook it is overcast will be yes, because overcast will be like 0. So we have got the result for the overcast is 0, means all are equal. So all are equal means when we have computed the entropy value for outlook, it will be 0. So it will be yes, that will be the end of overcast. So overcast contains only examples of class yes. Rest of the other two parameters, sunny and rainy, we need to check whether we need to further split those attributes.